Hey internet, so this video was a special request and it is quite a good fit for me because I do love myself a luxury product once in a while. To me, it's just kind of going through each particular category and showing you my favorite product for that item that I think is really worth the money, because I think high-end products really need to deliver not just on the packaging but also on the actual quality and wear of the product to make it make sense to kind of splurge on them. So one thing is, however, I don't have a favorite luxury mascara. So as a result of that, I introduced a new category, which is favorite luxury skincare item. I think it kind of makes sense for this tag video because after all, skincare is going to be the first thing that I at least would splurge on. Skincare has to do with actually maintaining the health and youth of your skin. It just really makes sense, and I know that for luxury products especially, years of research go into every product that they market, so I do feel like it's more worth it than any other item. And this skincare cream is not one that I've talked a lot about on my channel, but it is a true family favorite because this is the cream that my mom has used since she was in her 20s. She is now in her 50s. I don't think she would mind me saying that. And her skin is amazing. If you guys have seen her in my videos, I can only hope and pray that I will age in the same way that she has without any kind of procedures at all and just have the same gorgeous supple skin. So the cream that she has always used is the Shiseido BioPerformance Advanced Super Revitalizing Cream. So this is the original BioPerformance. It is the silkiest cream and it has a really subtle, almost salty marine smell to it, but it's a little bit very lightly perfumed. It's a really subtle smell. You can't really smell it on yourself, but when I open the jar, it definitely, like, it smells like childhood, like my mom, because she always had this on her face before nighttime when she would like read me a story or whatever. I could smell it on her skin. So it's really just kind of a truly emotional product for me that I am so happy to recommend to you if you do want to indulge in a luxury cream, because I know that this one is really great. I started using this cream about a year ago when I felt that my skin was getting really dry and parched and just not nice looking from working too long hours as a lawyer. My mom got me a jar of this and I started buying it for myself because I felt like it really hydrated and plumped my skin where it was getting just kind of dry and papery, probably from the office air. This just kind of saved me. So as opposed to that tried and true favorite, my next one that I want to show you is a new luxury foundation that I tried. This is the YSL Youth Liberator Serum Foundation. This has been very hyped and I have to say I completely agree. This is the most luxurious creamy foundation that sinks into your skin and just kind of disappears. The wear on it is really gorgeous. I can't say that I've seen a huge rejuvenation in my skin since using it, but it also hasn't broken me out in any way and it doesn't make my skin oily, so I feel like it doesn't sit on the skin in the same way that most foundations do, because perhaps it's a serum. It just sort of blends in really beautifully. So I do think that, at least so far, I've been using it about 2 to 3 weeks now, it is worth the price tag. So under my eyes, I use the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer. So that is a favorite, but I think if I were to only buy one high-end concealer, it would be this Clé de Peau one that is particularly loved by many with a particularly ridiculous price tag. I think this retails for almost $80. The reason I don't know the exact price tag is because I buy one only every 2 years or so. It just seems to last forever because it is in stick form. I've only used maybe half of this up and I've had it for over a year, maybe almost 2 years actually. I use this only on very tiny areas, on acne scars and especially on under nose redness. This is YSL's Radiance Enhancing Pressed Powder, and I have to say I didn't really have any particular hopes for this when I bought it. When I purchased the foundation, I just wanted a new powder that was going to be really high quality and finely milled, and I figured that this would probably fit that bill and be nice and translucent and not cakey, and it has completely met all of those particular attributes. But on top of that, it's like somehow when I powder my face with this, I never need to powder my skin again. I don't know if it's more absorbent than other powders or just more finely milled so that it just kind of blends in and absorbs oil where other powders just kind of sit on the skin, but it is gorgeous. If I have to powder my skin once at the end of the day, that's a lot, and usually I powder my skin because it's on the combination oily side, maybe 2 to 3 times a day. My all-time favorite bronzer is actually the Tarte Park Avenue Princess, which is very aptly named for this particular tag. I really like the way this bronzer just kind of blends into my skin. It has a slightly radiant finish, but not as much sort of shimmer as the NARS Laguna bronzer. I think it's a really good brown tone as well. It's not too orange, not too dark. I would say this would work with any skin tone from light to medium and just be really gorgeous. I like the way it sort of mattifies my skin a little bit, the way it doesn't leave any streakiness, and it just kind of wears and applies really nicely and smoothly. I've gone back to my Tarte Exposed blush, and if you are looking for an overall blush that will work year-round on pretty much any skin tone, Tarte's Exposed is just gorgeous because it's really warming on the skin. It's neither a plum nor a brown, nor definitely not a pink. It really is a true nude blush. Somehow I find that it's just really flattering on my skin when I'm especially pale or wearing a lot of kind of cooler tones on my eyes. This just is really, really flattering, and I absolutely adore the wear of the Tarte blushes. They are by far my favorite blushes of any brand on the market. For highlighter, my favorite may soon switch because I have been dying to get my hands on the Hourglass highlighters. However, a very similar product that preceded those on the market by several years is the Lorac Perfectly Lit Spotlight Highlighter, and this is just kind of a skin-toned, extremely finely milled highlighter. It has no sparkle, it's barely even a shimmer, and it just catches the light when you apply it on your cheekbones and forehead. But I've also heard of this being used as a setting powder on dry skin as well, and it being subtle enough to achieve that. So that's really the category of highlighter that I tend to favor. This is the highlighter that I own that sort of achieves that perfectly lit from within look that I think we all kind of crave from a highlighter. Pretty much all the eyeshadows that I wear consistently are high-end. I love Chanel, MAC, Urban Decay for eyeshadows. An eyeshadow brand that really kind of is above and beyond just because of how soft they are, the beautiful packaging, the luxury kind of experience that comes with them, and the really unique kind of duochrome colors in a palette would be Dior's. So this is the latest one that I bought. It's the 809 Petal Shine. I've shown it to you guys before because I've been wearing it quite a lot recently. It's a really gorgeous plummy palette, and what's really beautiful about these is that these two highlight colors at the top have a really subtle duochrome that is kind of bluey purple. I feel like it's really, really pretty for the holidays. Really unusual. I can't think of any other color that has that, and they've combined it with really pretty kind of peachy taupey colors up here. The eyeliner selection for me is a little bit of a cop-out because my favorite liquid eyeliner is by Dolly Winks, which is a Japanese drugstore line, and then my favorite kind of crayon eyeliner is the Revlon Color Stay. So they're both really drugstore products. The only eyeliner that I use that is a high-end product is the Tarte Inner Rim Liner in Lights Camera Lashes. I think this is the color Bright. It's the skin toned one, and I do really feel good about recommending this as my kind of high-end highlighter because this goes on the inside of my eyes, and if there's going to be an eyeliner that is worth investing in, to me it's something that's going to go in my eyes, and I've been really happy with the way that this doesn't irritate my eyes, that it brightens and it stays on for the whole day. Next category is lip liner, and the honest answer is I just don't really own that many. I would like to buy some more, but I just kind of haven't gotten around to it. I don't really feel like I need lip liners that much, and the ones that I have are all from the drugstore. This is my favorite lip care for at night, so I don't wear this out, but I wear it every single night of my life. This is the Lanolips 101 ointment, and this is made from sheep lanolin, which is kind of odd, but it is the only thing that saves my lips, and I have chronically dry lips that are almost a medical concern, because if they get dry and they crack, they just don't heal, and I will pick at them, and it's just terrible. It's TMI for YouTube. I have really dry lips, and absolutely nothing else works. I don't care if it's the Dior Rose lip balm, if it's the EOS lip balms. All of those are great for daytime, for maintenance, but when it comes to actually treating my dry lips, only this lanolin product works. And this is actually a drugstore product in the UK, but since you can't get it here, I have to order it online, and by the time I pay all of the fees, it's basically a high-end product in terms of price tag. Now for lipstick, I'm not embarrassed to say that I have jumped on the YSL lipstick bandwagon. I heard people talk about these for years before I bought one. I just did not feel like they were worth the price tag, and then I bought one, and now I'm addicted and I want all of them, and I can't even cope. This is the Rouge Volupté lipstick, and this is, I think, porcelain pink. It's their really light pink that compares very closely with MAC's Angel, but it's extremely creamy and gorgeous and luxurious, and I love the snap of that packaging. It just is an amazing experience using these lipsticks. If you want to splurge on a lip product, I really highly recommend this. So I'm actually wearing that YSL lipstick on my lips today so that you can see what it looks like, and paired with that lately, I've been loving my Laura Mercier Opal lip gloss. So this is definitely going to be my high-end lip gloss pick. I have a lot of high-end lip glosses, of course. I mean, look at the name of this channel, but I feel like Laura Mercier is just a really nice one because they're not as sticky as MAC's lip glosses. They have some really pretty shimmer in them, which is really gorgeous on the lips, but it's not so much that it leaves any kind of dry layer on your lips after you finish wearing them. They're really subtle. They smell like kind of cupcake batter. Long before I started YouTube, probably by 2 years, so I've probably been using this for like 4 years. My favorite brow product, which is really an essential for me because I have quite thick eyebrows that are quite a large part of my face, if that makes sense. Just because my skin is so fair and my hair is so dark, I feel like establishing just a really pretty, well-kept brow is really important. It's my first step when I do my makeup, basically, and this Anastasia powder just really applies beautifully. For miscellaneous choice, I could definitely show you a Slatkin & Co. candle or something like that, but my really essential product that I think is worth splurging on if you are long hair obsessed like I am, but also prone to split ends, or you have dry hair or curly hair or colored hair, this macadamia oil conditioner is expensive. The cheapest price I can get it for here is $27 for 1 jar. It does last a long time because you don't need that much of it, but I think this saves my hair. If you're trying to grow your hair out and you want to save those ends and not be at the hairdresser all the time because your hair is dry and you need a haircut because of that, and then because of that you can't grow your hair out, you know what I'm talking about if you have long hair or have ever wanted long hair and are trying to grow your hair out, then this conditioner just kind of makes that possible. Now, of course, being a nail polish addict, in case you haven't seen my nail polish video, you can check that out here. I couldn't choose just one, so I wanted to include two. My favorite pinky nude is 493 Jade Rose by Chanel, which is a beautiful shimmery seashell kind of color, and then for more of a nude kind of cool toned fall appropriate putty color, my favorite really wearable color is Yummy Mummy by Butter London, which is just kind of a true really wearable taupe. And since he is loitering around my chair while I film, I wanted to show you the real princess in the household, which is Fufu, my male cat, who is not particularly camera friendly. He likes his privacy, but I wanted to show you him anyway because he is my baby. So that is it for this particular video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!